Morning guys from beautiful sunny Mazatlan. Spectacular morning this morning. Probably 25, 26 degrees. A little breeze out of the south. This would qualify as a perfect summer day if you were back in New Brunswick where I come from. Not a Mazatlan summer day where it's 40 and sticky. But it's a nice day. We're walking down Cinco de Mayo towards Central. I know you guys like to see just the streets and what's on the go. So we'll check it out. Iglesia Cristiana. That's the one Protestant church that I know of in Centro. I don't know if it's affiliated with any religion or if it's ecumenical or what it is. Don't know anything about it. Well, like I said in yesterday's video, hey, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, it costs you nothing. It sure helps my channel. Especially now that it looks like they're going to throttle down a whole bunch of Canadian channels. I could sure use the help. This big building here. I've been in Mazatlan 10 years. I've never seen a tenant in it. And they just painted it all up, fixed it all up, got it up for rent. Still no tenants. I wonder if they'll ever get it filled. All storefronts on the main level, and I don't know, it looks like apartments up above. Great place to have an apartment now. You'd have a whole building to yourself. No noisy neighbors. T-Bird, I haven't seen one of them in a long time. I remember when the T-Bird came out and the retro Volkswagens and the PT Cruisers and the Dodge me little, is it a Prowler? I can't remember. All these retro cars. That was a real kick for a while.
Yes.
Cinco de Mayo is coming up soon. That's a big party up in the United States. Down here, not so much. Nothing happens in Mazatlan for Cinco de Mayo. It's all a celebration that takes place down in Puebla, which is just east of Mexico City. And it's about a battle specific to Puebla. Now we'll go over and check out the square. Okay, just switch itself to this F mode. I never touched the thing. I think it just did the same thing there. Ah, the pizza place is playing some nice music this morning.
Hechos simultáneos.
How you doing?
You know, we keep seeing you everywhere.
I am everywhere.
He's got a stick out today.
I gotta tell you, you probably forgot my name. I'm Les. It's
Les.
my wife Heather.
Hi.
Les and Heather. And we're the ones that met your friends from, what was that country? From
The biker friends.
Oh, from
Trisha.
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah.
I forget their names now.
Trisha and Billy.
There you
And
go.
Billy.
Yeah.
That was them.
They
yeah.
went down. They made it down to Panama,
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
and they were going to fly the bikes across to Bogota, Colombia, because
Okay.
there's no road there through the Darien Gap.
Mm-hmm.
But prices, since the last time they did that, have doubled.
Are you kidding?
It's $1,800 US per motorcycle now.
Wow.
So
Unbelievable.
if you're living in $15 a night hostels, that's a huge piece of
My
change.
goodness,
You know,
yeah,
that's your
yeah.
next 3 or 4 or 5 months. You know.
Sure.
That is crazy.
So they said, well, we've done that before. Maybe we'll explore more in Mexico. So now they're back up in Quintana Roo.
Oh, are
Okay.
they? Wow. Okay.
But they take a break every year and go back to Australia for a couple of months. And that's the plan, is find a place to store the bikes, fly home, and then come back
Oh,
and figure
yeah.
out what
Then you
they're
don't
going to
have
do.
to deal with all the hassle
Yeah.
back and forth. Yeah, that's good.
Well, that's great. Well, I'll tell you, this city is so small. It may seem big, but I mean, no matter where you're at,
Yeah,
you always run into
Well, I
you.
think that's great. That's what I
That is-
love.
That's one of the things I like about walking down here. You never know who you're going to see. And
Small
Exactly.
town, big city. I
Yeah.
like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you do a great service. And I was going to tell you, our friend Lisa Lincoln, she said definitely contact. I don't know if she told you. She had sent me an email. I don't have your email, but I'm going to give you a card.
my email's the same as my
As your
YouTube.
YouTube.
It's
Okay.
just Dwight Burditt, all one word,
Okay.
at gmail.com.
At Gmail. I'm going to get the email and I'll just forward to you what she said
Sure.
about having, the city link up with you
Because she
somehow.
works with the city.
Oh.
And, you know, maybe.
I've met her a couple
yeah,
times.
You've
Yeah.
been on the
Yeah.
you've had the video with her on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, so I'll do that when I get home. I'll send that to you.
Lupita was telling me the other day she was working. She just works around the corner here, right, in that Totem restaurant.
Yeah.
And there were 4 ladies sitting at a table in the restaurant, and they saw her in the kitchen. And they asked the waitress, "Is that Lupita?"
The famous
She said,
Lupita.
"She said, yeah." She said, "Lupita, there's 4 ladies out there that know you." She looks out. She
I don't know them.
doesn't know them.
Right.
She comes out and says, "Hello," and they said, "You're in Dewey's videos," and you're like, "Oh my God."
Well, Lupita is fantastic because you had announced one time, this was maybe last year for her birthday, she was going to have a party at Totem. So we go there and we told the guys, well, we're going to come in and just say hi. And it was upstairs.
Uh-huh.
So Lupita, and we said, don't bother anybody, you know, and they said, well, it's a private party. We didn't know it was private. She comes all the way down, comes out to meet us. She doesn't know us from Adam.
She's like,
We said, Lupita, we know you, you don't know us, but feliz cumpleaños and have a good time. And
Excellent.
She was so sweet.
Yeah.
So it was us.
She told me the story when she came home that night.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
That was us.
People came by from your videos to see me.
Yeah.
I
for
can't go
sure.
anywhere. I can't even have a party for myself.
Right.
It's really funny.
Well, we're not going to keep
All right.
you doing. We're
Okay,
just
guys.
hopping in
See
the
you
bank
later.
here.
You
Take
take care and
bet.
enjoy yourself today. It's a beautiful day.
All right. Certainly, every day is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's been great lately.
Oh, no question.
Just perfect.
All right, Dewey.
See you, Les.
You bet, Dewey.
That really is one of the nice things about walking around Mazatlan. It's like Les says, it's a fairly big city, but down here in Central, you're kind of bound to bump into somebody you know. It's not like walking around downtown Toronto or something. The Central area has a small town feel. Quiet today. Awesome. Hey, George. Good, good. How you doing?
I watch your YouTube videos all the time.
Oh, cool.
I heard about your bike. I don't want to give you a 20.
Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
And what's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa. Nice to meet you,
Nice
Lisa.
to meet you. There you go. Hopefully that helps.
Thank you very much. I'm hoping probably the day after tomorrow. Certainly by the 1st, I'm going to order her bike. And
Oh, good. Well, hopefully that'll help you.
oh, sure will. I still have to get her a good lock. That's the thing.
Oh,
Because man, they'll steal anything here. And
okay.
but she had a lock on the one that was stolen, but it was one of those cable locks, and they just snipped them. They're just you may as well use a piece of string. Well, I really appreciate that.
No problem. We
Thank.
watch your YouTube all the time. We're going to be heading back home soon. So,
Where's home?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh yeah. I've ridden through Baltimore a couple times.
You don't want to be there.
My grandmother's brother, is that right? Yeah, my grandmother's brother had a farm implements company in Baltimore, like 100 years ago, sort of thing. And that side of the family all moved to the United States. And my grandmother's side, we all stayed in Canada. But
Oh, okay.
she had a brother that lived in Bangor, Maine, and he was sort of the closest American relative I had.
Okay, well, we're thinking about moving here.
Oh, it's a great spot.
Baltimore's terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. It's the murder capital of the United States.
Rough town, yeah. No, I've ridden down the eastern seaboard a couple times on my way down here on the motorcycle. And yeah, driving through Baltimore and
You don't want to do that anymore.
all down that coast and even through the Chesapeake Bay Tunnel. It's so busy when you're on a motorcycle, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Finally you get down to the Gulf and it's a lot better,
Well,
yeah.
hopefully we'll move here and I'll see you again. But hopefully that'll help you for your bike.
Oh,
That's all you
absolutely.
need.
Thank you very much.
You run into everybody today.
I am.
We took your advantage. We're going to have dinner at Presidio tonight.
Oh, that's a great place. Hi, Maggie. Good, good. You guys remember George? We talked to him the other day on my video. And Maggie.
Hi.
And they're moving here from Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just ran into another couple that I know from my videos. And Lupita was talking about people that she met in the restaurant because they recognized her from the videos. It's really kind of strange, you know?
Yeah.
Just from wandering around with a camera.
Small world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Les said. He said, you know, this is a pretty big city, but when you're down in Central, it still has that small town feel,
Yeah.
you know.
No. Yeah, you figure out who are the ones that are kind of like working here, that are here every morning.
Yeah.
The ones that are retired and sit here and have coffee every day. That's a little coffee shop down here. Is great.
Yeah, it's very
Oh, he makes good coffee.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The best for me.
Yeah, guys, right here, just over top of this black car. Walk down that little street, and on the corner on the left, there's a coffee shop. Oh, he makes good coffee.
Not even, yeah, almost like just out of his house. Or
Yeah.
not even, they're nowhere to sit or anything.
Nothing fancy, but yeah, it's just a window. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It was good, though.
Yeah.
All right, have
Hey,
a good afternoon. man.
Enjoy, guys. We'll see ya. Well, that's nice. A $20 donation to Andrea's bicycle. And just a lock. It's hard to believe a lock is $100, but they got to make the locks out of boron steel now to make them any friggin' good. And even that'll only hold up against a grinder for a couple minutes. But it means they can't take a pair of bolt cutters and cut the chain. Morning. There's actually a lock company, because locks is another hobby of mine besides cameras and filming. There's a lock company that makes a lock called the Skunk Lock, and it looks like a typical U-shaped bicycle lock, but it's full of gas that smells like a skunk. So if you use a grinder and you cut the U-bolt, all this gas sprays out on you and you smell like a skunk. Unique idea, and I'm not sure how effective that is. Like, after the fact, it's kind of payback, but to get your bike anyway, it doesn't do you much good. I really think the best policy here in Mazatlan is just don't leave your bike anywhere too long out of sight. Usually the longest I lock mine up for, sometimes I'll stop at the Oxo beer store out here on Olas Altus. And right next door there's a some kind of business with a steel grate on the window. And I'll lock the bike to that while I go in and get something at the store. Like 2 minutes, and that's it. And they could never cut the lock, the good kryptonite lock I have, in 2 minutes without me hearing or. That's really nice. People giving donations. Get a farm implements company. Yeah. I'm just thinking to myself about who that relative of my grandmother was. I knew one of her brothers fairly well. His name was Charlie White. And Charlie was an engineer, but he was also some sort of intrepid explorer that knew the Great White North of Canada, like before there were snowmobiles, dog sleds and stuff. And when they built the distant early warning line, the radar warning line across Canada, all these different stations, Charlie was one of the engineers and guides on that project. But now, just trying to think who this was that was in Baltimore. And it was something in Burditt Farm Implement Company. And all that land around Baltimore and Manassas, out that area, all farmland. And I guess they had very booming business there for years. I really don't know whatever happened to it. And all that, I got a bunch of cousins in Miami, and they all ended up down there because of the Baltimore connection. But I've never met any of them. They're like, I don't know what they are to me. Maybe nothing, but sort of think of them as cousins. Nothing happening at the Puerto Viejo. As per usual. There's the Baja Ferry coming in. If I can zoom in enough so you can see. See those two little speedboats right above them? There he is. I say that's, I think it's a 12-hour crossing, maybe it's an 18-hour crossing. I'm not sure. It's a long trip anyway. I got my cup of coffee with me, my thermos of coffee. I'm going to sit over here in the shade as usual. Have a couple of my little cups of coffee. And I don't know what then. See if there's any surf here on the beach today. I don't think so. Oh, what a day. What a beautiful day. See, even in the springtime, the hotel gives you shade till just after 10 o'clock, 10:30. That's why I sit here. Well, guys, thanks for watching. That's all for now. I'll talk to you again soon from Mazatlan. Bye-bye.